Hey YouTube, EveryMan Prepping here. Today I want to do a quick article on gold being used to fight inflation. And this is happening in Zimbabwe, as we'll see in this article we're going to read here in a minute. First, please like the video, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and ring that bell. If you have, thank you so much. I appreciate your time and spending a little bit with me. And let's talk about this article. First of all, we got to get to the YouTube legalese here so they don't nerf the video here. I'm not a financial planner. I don't give a financial advice. I'm just an everyman with opinions on gold and silver and how I think it might help you. So not financial advice here. We see here that Zimbabwe hails the success of gold coin issuance, and they're going to issue lower denominations. They did a 1 ounce and they're going to give smaller ones. We'll see that in a minute. So declaring its July launch of 1 ounce gold coins as a success, Zimbabwe's central bank says it will begin issuing and selling coins in smaller gold denominations in fall. Zimbabwe has famous inflation. At the bottom of the article, you'll see that back in 2009, they had a $50 billion bill that was only able to buy a couple loaves of bread. So keep that in mind. That's how bad inflation is in Zimbabwe. And what they're doing is they're turning to gold coins to help reduce their inflation. You know, inflation is too much money supply. There's too much money in the supply moving around. And what they're trying to do is take some of that Zimbabwe money out there and get it off the market and put it into gold. And you're going to see this article how that's working out for them. So to continue, it says, response to public demand, the bank shall introduce and release to the market units of 1/10 of an ounce, 1/4 ounce, and 1/2 ounce. And this will be in mid-November of this year. And then it says, the coins were introduced to combat rampant inflation driven by locals exchanging Zimbabwean dollars for US dollars. In July, Zimbabwe's price inflation was 250%, so it's over 250%. So they were taking Zimbabwe money and buying US dollars with it, which further caused inflation of their money because there's more money in the system. Now, this is also bad for the US. If other countries, if the demand drops for our dollar, we can't export our inflation, and our inflation is going to go up. If other countries follow Zimbabwe, and instead of using their currency and they're buying US dollars and they're buying gold, it's going to help out them, it's going to hurt us. So keep an eye on that also. So continuing here, it says, they're capable of being, these gold coins are capable of being, this is the central bank saying this over there in Zimbabwe. These coins are capable of being easily converted to cash and are tradable locally and internationally, and they may be used for transactional purposes, so buying stuff within the country. So they're telling you right there, and this is key, this is going to be key for us in the United States soon, I believe, that this gold can be converted into cash, it can be traded locally within the economy, and you can also use it internationally. So going down here a little bit, we see, we are now providing, this is again a quote from the Central Bank of Zimbabwe, we are now providing the store of value that ensure the people do not run to the parallel market, which they mean run to the black market over there, in search of foreign currency to store value. You know, people aren't going to take their Zimbabwe money, go on the black market and buy dollars. Instead, they're going to take that Zimbabwe money and go to the banks and buy gold. And it's going to be a store of value. That's exactly what gold and silver is. You store your value. You're not getting rich off it. You're not going to retire off it, but you're storing your value. It's going to protect you from the inflation. Continuing, and there is no better product that can be used to store value than gold. I also believe silver, once the manipulation dies, silver is going to have the same effect, maybe even more so than gold. But here there is, their central bank, our central bank will never tell you this. In fact, our mint right now is halting production of silver and gold American Eagles. They're constitutionally bound to make as many silver and gold American Eagles as demand calls for. But the Treasury and the Mint just recently come out saying, we're going to have to stop production. So what the heck is going on in our government? That's a story for another day. But continuing on here with Zimbabwe's success. So far they've sold 4,475 1-ounce coins. Small potatoes compared to what is usually done in American Eagles, but for Zimbabwe, that's big for them. 90% of them have been purchased with local currency. Foreigners can buy it, but they can only use foreign money. So, like I said, they're taking their Zimbabwe dollars out of the market going back into the bank, and they're getting gold in exchange. Then they're hoping that people will then use this gold to trade within the economy or just to hold it in store value and keep that inflation down. It says, now this is someone talking about the black market exchange rates they've seen out there. And this is a clothing shop owner with this quote. For the past 1 or 2 weeks or so, the rates have been stable, I mean the black market exchange rates. And it says, if this continues, we'll be able to accept local currency and invest the profits in gold. So store owners are saying, instead of a barter or US dollars, they're going to take their own Zimbabwe money again. They're going to start using their money again, and they're going to exchange it for gold, which will help reduce inflation, which is why the United States needs to get back on a gold standard. Like I said, another video for another day, but you can see how this is going to help save Zimbabwe. And here you have down here, you can see what I was talking about in 2009, their $50 billion bill, which is able to buy a couple loaves of bread. So I always like to do a little summary at the end here. This is an example of where you need to get, in my opinion, like I said, not financial advice. You need to get some silver and gold if you can. You can also buy smaller denominations here. You can buy 1/10 of an ounce, quarter ounces. You can buy 5 grams, 10 grams, 1 gram. But just like our inflation is rising, you can store your value in those precious metals. And I highly encourage everybody to look into doing that. If you can take some of your fiat currency out of the bank, store it in gold and silver, go to your local coin shop, go online. If you want ideas where to go online, I can give you hints. Just write it in the comments or email me. The email's in the description and the about section of the channel, and I can give you ideas of where to go to buy at trustworthy places. But go out there, get some gold and silver, and help store your value. Until next time, keep your ear to the ground and head on a swivel.